Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And I had a very interesting discussion with my inner circle a few hours ago. And we were talking about what is genocide. And we came to a resolution that on this channel, we are basically going to conform with the popular view that there is not at the moment a genocide happening against white people, but there is severe targeted persecution against white people in South Africa. They're two totally different things, but they're very, very close, and I'll explain to you why. And, you know, as this channel gains more subscribers and grows, we have to be very careful how we dot our I's and cross our T's, because there are going to be more and more people, trying to discredit what we're doing. So let me tell you what Genocide Watch says about the stages of a genocide. And the fact that we're talking about this just confirms that I believe that the end result is going to be a genocide against minority groups, and in particular the white people in South Africa. But what we're talking about is, where are we in the actual stages of that genocide? And we're very, very close. Okay, so just be totally clear about that. Genocide is a process that develops in 10 stages that are predictable but not inexorable. At each stage, preventative measures can stop it. The process is not linear. Stages may occur simultaneously. Logically, later stages must be preceded by earlier stages, but all stages continue to operate throughout the process. 1. The 10 stages of a genocide are as follows, and I'm going to put a link to this page down below so you can actually get all the detail. I'm just going to concentrate on stage 8. Stage 1 is classification, and that's basically identifying people by group. Stage 2 is symbolization, where you start looking more at what those people represent and starting to sideline them. Stage 3 is discrimination. Well, we know what discrimination is. Stage 4 is dehumanization. That's where you basically take away their humanization. Dehumanization overcomes the normal human revulsion against murder. Stage 5, organization. Genocide is always organized, usually by the state. And look what the ANC are doing right now in South Africa. BEE, other racist policies which are part of their life. 6, polarization. Extremists drive the groups apart. Hate groups broadcast polarizing propaganda, etc., etc. Stage 7, preparation. National or perpetrator groups, leaders plan the final solution to the extermination of a targeted group. And you can see that there is a clear move in that direction in South Africa. In South Africa, we are already at stage 8 out of 10 when it comes to the white people of South Africa. And I'm going to just read to you what they say about persecution when it comes to genocide. Victims are identified and separated out because of their ethnic or religious identity. Death lists are drawn up. In state-sponsored genocide, members of victim groups may be forced to wear identifying symbols. Their property is often expropriated. Sometimes they are even segregated into ghettos, deported into concentration camps, or confined to a famine-struck region and starved. They are deliberately deprived of resources such as water or food in order to slowly destroy them. Programs are implemented to prevent procreation through forced sterilization or abortions. Children are forcibly taken from their parents. Now, although some of those things do not form part of what's happening in South Africa today, consider these. Expropriation of land without compensation. That's going on right now. That's before the Parliament. When it comes to wearing clothes that identify them, it comes to just one thing: the color of the skin. Very easy to identify. And these are the things that are tied in with the racist policies of the ANC government. Things like BEE, which basically means white people cannot get employment. Now that is persecution. And then you've got so many other things. You look at the justice system, how white people are treated before the courts, and how people like Zuma are somehow Teflon coated and never get to appear before a judge. I mean, it's just quite incredible. Carrying on with persecution. The victim group's basic human rights become systematically abused through extrajudicial killings, torture, and forced displacement. Consider what's happening on the farms right now in South Africa. Lengthy tortures of white people and their families, and rapes in front of children. I mean, it is just shocking what is happening. Genocidal massacres begin. They are acts of genocide because they intentionally destroy part of a group. The perpetrators watch for whether such massacres meet any international reaction. If not, they realize that the international community will again be bystanders and permit another genocide, which is basically where South Africa is right now. They're watching to see how the international community are reacting to what they're doing to the white minority group. And you don't have to be Einstein to see that the mainstream media, which is fake news, are looking the other way, and the rest of the world doesn't know what is happening in South Africa. It is absolutely appalling and disgusting, and the mainstream media are fake news. At this stage, a genocide emergency must be declared if the political will of the greater powers, regional alliances, or UN Security Council or the UN General Assembly can be mobilized. Armed international intervention should be prepared, or heavy assistance provided to the victim group to prepare for its self-defense. Humanitarian assistance should be organized by the UN and private relief groups for the inevitable tide of refugees to come. Now, as we know, Hirooka's got documents before the UN talking about this very thing, and I had him on my live stream on Sunday night. So there are irons in the fire to try and alert people to what's actually happening. And then 9, this is the next stage of genocide, is extermination. Extermination begins and quickly becomes a mass killing illegally called genocide. It is extermination to the killers because they do not believe the victims to be fully human. And then the final stage is denial. Denial is the final stage that lasts throughout and always follows genocide. It is among the surest indicators of further genocidal massacres. The perpetrators of genocide dig up the mass graves, burn the bodies, try to cover up the evidence, and intimidate the witnesses. Now, as I said to you, on this channel, we have taken a decision to be on the safe side of the coin, and we are going to be calling the activities the ANC has taken against the white minority group and other minority groups like the Coloureds and the Indians to be severe, targeted persecution, which is getting close between 8 and 9 in the genocide scale. But we are accepting that it's not quite a genocide yet, but it's friggin' close. So that's where we're at on this channel. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell to get the updates, and have a great day. Bye for now.